Hey guys, it's a little bit earlier than my 9 o'clock regular sign in time, so don't figure there's probably going to be anybody watch this until maybe a little bit later. But thought about recording it, and then I could have just showed it at 9, but didn't do that. I'm getting ready to go out of town, and so I'm not going to be able to do my devotion at 9 o'clock like I usually do. So I am doing it now, and after 10 weeks of doing this, I've only taken one Friday and wasn't on here one Friday. So for 10 weeks, I guess that's not too bad to miss one or two. And there are some of you early birds that are on here. So anyway, so it's going to be quick today, and I'm still kind of dealing with John chapter 16, and Jesus had made some pretty powerful statements to these guys, and had told his disciples about the ministry of the Holy Spirit, and that he wasn't going to leave them comfortless. But then he also he made this statement. He said, verily, verily, I say unto you that you shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and you shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And I do believe that, first of all, that we know that that's dealing with his crucifixion. We know that they're going to be sad. The world's going to be excited. But he said your sorrow is going to be turned into joy, and that, first of all, we know is because they'll see him in his resurrected state. And he goes on, a woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. I love that, knowing that no one is going to take our joy away. But then he makes a statement. He says, and in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it you. And so I have to give some thought to that, more so. And I think, first of all, in that day ye shall ask me nothing. I think in that day can refer to his resurrection. They're actually, now they're going to see that he's God. And so I think that is part of it. But I also think that there might be some more to that. And so here I am, I'm reading this, and then my devotion in Oswald Chambers comes up in this very verse today. And so I want to read this, and this is what he said. And he quoted that part in John 16:23. He said, in that day you shall ask me nothing. So, and I think this does help. I'm not sure that this is everything, and I'm still going to give it some thought. I hope you do too, but this is some of his explanation of that statement, in this day you shall ask nothing. So when is that day? When the ascended Lord makes you one with the Father. In that day you will be one with the Father as Jesus is. And in that day Jesus says, you shall ask me nothing. Until the resurrection life of Jesus is manifest in you, you want to ask this and that, then after a while you find all questions gone. You do not seem to have any left to ask. You've come to the place of entire reliance on the resurrection life of Jesus, which brings you into perfect contact with the purpose of God. Are you living that life now? If not, why shouldn't you? There may be any number of things dark to your understanding, but they do not come in between your heart and God. And in that day, you shall ask me no question. You do not need to. You are so certain that God will bring things out in accordance with his will. John 14:1 has become the real estate of your heart, or the real state of your heart. And there are no more questions to be asked. If anything is a mystery to you and is coming in between you and God, never look for the explanation in your intellect. Look for it in your disposition. It is that which is wrong. I'm going to read that again. If anything is a mystery to you and it is coming in between you and God, Never look for the explanation in your intellect. Look for it in your disposition. It is that which is wrong. When once your disposition is willing to submit to the life of Jesus, the understanding will be perfectly clear, and you will get to the place where there is no distance between the Father and his child, because the Lord has made you one, and in that day he shall ask me no question. So I think that is a good explanation of that part. And and Sean, you're right, that a perfect knowledge, understanding, faith, and relationship with the Father in that day. So if that's what it's talking about, so there's still some questions I have, and I'm going to give it some more thought, and I challenge you to go back and read John 16 and look at that. And I'm kind of impressed. There's a lot of you early birds on here. And Amy, I saw you're on here. Don't worry, I'm going out of town this morning, but I'll be back for a meeting tonight. So I just want you to know that. So, but some good thoughts that I have. And then I read one other thing this morning, and I think it's good for me to read. It says in Proverbs 16, verse 5, it says, everyone that is proud in heart. Oh, no, that's not the one. Where'd I go? Oh, here it is. It's Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. I need that. Sometimes I don't look for that peace, and I need to, and I just need to keep my walk with it what it needs to be. And it's good to see you guys on here. It's a little bit shorter today. I got going to be knocking on my door here in a moment. So, but anyway, just wanted to challenge you guys today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and stay in the Word, walk in the Spirit, and be blessed today. God bless you guys.